So we're going to move forward here with what we've got coming out on our streaming platforms. So let's just kind of run through these. First, we have Belichick and Saban, The Art of Coaching, which is we're starting with HBO here, which I'm actually kind of interested in. It seems like it could be sort of an interesting look at two of the most prominent coaches at their respective levels. Although Nick Saban did not cut it in the NFL, I will restate that for the audience.
No.
Yeah, it didn't work for Miami. Yeah.
And I mean, I would imagine this is going to explore why, right? Because I think, as a coach, you have to understand what you're good at. And Nick Saban, I think he's better at coaching young minds, young men, right? And Belichick's...
That's kind of creepy, though. The younger and more impressionable
not like
you
Jerry
are.
Sandusky did.
No, I don't even mean by like Jerry Sandusky, but I mean like, it's kind of weird that no, you have to be young and really impressionable for me to have any sort of effect on you. It seems weird.
Again, I think it's a skill set, right? To be able to these young men coming out of college, right?
Sure.
And mold them into and pull the best out of them to get them to that professional level. And then you have people at that professional level who can then take them and say,
Once you're capable of making your own decisions in life, then I can't help you. That's like a weird thing to admit if you're Nick Saban.
Once it's like your parents, like once they can't like beat you with the belt anymore because you're too big, they're like,
now it's all right.
Time for you to move out. But no, this is going to be really interesting. Again, two men who have been at the top of their game, top of their professions for well over a decade, both of them. So interesting story.
All right. Now and then we have Into Piel, which is another HBO program. Then we have Entre Nos, About Last Night. And then we have Mel Brooks, Unwrapped. Coming out on Hulu, we have, and this is essentially coming out on Fox, but it's going to be premiering on Hulu as well. We have Miss Universe 2019, which is a very...
Didn't they wrap that shit up?
I thought it was like, I maybe I'm thinking of something else that they'd wrapped up.
Oh, you know what?
It was the one associated with Trump. Is that...
It was...
whichever one that was. Miss America? Is that Miss America?
Maybe Miss America. They also wrapped up the Victoria's Secret
I think that's what it is.
Fashion show.
Yeah. As well they should. It's so fucking antiquated, and it's like seeing women look, say what you will, but like seeing these women on stage and they try to do things like, oh man, let's find out what they feel about world peace or some shit like that. It's just this really basic question, but then they just parade them around in bikinis and shit, and it's just well, you're saying two different things by this. You're saying in one hand, hey, we want to know what's on your mind, but we're not really going to ask you any substantive questions.
I'm not looking at your face,
and then we're just going to parade you out on stage in these bikinis, and it's just I feel uncomfortable with this overall. I don't know what your point is, but it feels uncomfortable.
Yeah. And what's funny, I've heard over the years, you've heard responses of Miss Louisiana or Miss South Carolina or whatever, and what their responses have been to how would you create world peace, right?
Yeah.
One of the answers that I've never heard, which seems like it would be a very simple answer, is to end racism and end corporate what is the word I'm looking for here?
Corporate greed,
and not necessarily end capitalism, because I don't think capitalism is an evil thing, but end the system that we have in place that allows corporations to rule the government.
Sure.
Right? I've never heard those answers. Those really deep level thinking answers. It's always
look.
Oh, well, I just everyone gets a puppy.
Well, to be fair, I do not watch this show, so I would not be able to tell you that.
I've never once watched a Miss America, Miss Universe, or Victoria's Secret.
I think that's slightly unfair. There's been a couple ones where it's just oh, that's a very sort of detailed and very substantive response.
Some of these women are intelligent women who...
Some of these women are intelligent.
I'm not going to say all of them. No, who the fuck knows if all of them are very intelligent women? No. That's not a knock on women by any means. I'm sure some of them are very intelligent. It's just like me saying I'm sure some NFL players are very intelligent. A lot of these motherfuckers are stupid as bricks when you listen to their post-game interviews. Two very equal things.
Yo, all right, let's just moonwalk out of this conversation overall. All right, I'm with you, but also
would it have been fair for me to say?
Shocking.
Would it have been fair for me to say all of them are very intelligent? Fuck no.
No, it's a thing that on its face, it clearly listen. You're not saying anything wrong, but saying it is just hold on here.
saying it short, but I would say the same thing about like NBA players, right?
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
I understand fully, but I'm going to help you by changing the topic completely.
But yeah, anyway, I'm glad they're done with that shit because, like, who the fuck was watching those things? Anyway?
I don't know, dude. Come on, what are we doing here? Just
as much as I like naked women, I never once watched that stuff because it's just like, I think even for me, it was like, that's
like,
too
what
much.
Am I doing? Yeah,
too much.
And could you imagine sitting at home, like watching it and be like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I want to see on a Friday night.
And your kids are like, Dad, can we watch? You're like, no, we're watching the Victoria's Secrets fashion show.
Okay, so we have Ellen's Greatest Night of Giveaways series premiere. This is again on Hulu. Then we have Marvel's Runaways complete season 3 premiere. A Hulu original. Then we have the Great American Baking Show season 5 premiere, which is technically from ABC, but of course is, like I said, is premiering on Hulu. Now we have Amazon Prime, which we have the season 4 of The Expanse, which is an Amazon original. Moving to Netflix, we have A Family Reunion Christmas, which is, I don't know, some Netflix family show or movie possibly. Then we have Michelle Wolf Joke Show, which I'm actually very curious of. I can't tell whether Michelle Wolf is actually funny or not.
Who's Michelle?
She did like the correspondence dinner.
She's got the she's
from the Daily Show. Very unique delivery.
Yeah, I remember she did the bit about what is it, Me Too, or how they have to change the whole like Me Too thing because now you can't say Me Too in a conversation. Like, oh, like somebody orders a drink and you're like, let's say a man and a woman are at a dinner table, right? And the man is like, "Oh, I'll have a Manhattan," and she's like, "Yeah, me too." Then he's like, "Holy shit! Don't say that in public!" Right? It was a really funny bit, and her White House Correspondents' Dinner set was really interesting.
Where she slid Sanders. What's her name? Something Sanders. Who used to be the White House press secretary?
Damn, she just evaporated.
No,
didn't she?
well, yeah, she got out of there quick. She was like, I see the writing on the walls. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Sarah Sanders, that was her name.
Yeah, Sarah Huckabee
Sanders. Yeah.
Huckabee.
She's the daughter
Huckabee
of I forget, Huckabee something. I don't know. Hickenlooper. I don't know.
Damn, yo, holy shit, she's managed to escape. I haven't heard her name come up in any of the congressional hearings.
You know what's so funny is that you know how like when you're a part of a group and that group is doing something wrong and you're just like, yo, I don't want them to say nothing about me. I don't want them so you just slide out the back.
She left the group chat. She unfriended everybody. She deleted her Instagram.
Yeah, and before shit really got
she's
hot,
probably
too.
like blonde now, lost a lot of weight, just completely changed her identity.
No, she's definitely not. She definitely does.
Definitely didn't lose a lot of weight.
Well, no, that's how
you son of a bitch. you pig.
No, she's always appearing on Fox News. That's essentially what she went to go do. And that's what happens with her.
Oh yeah, you know Fox News is going to scoop her up.
Oh, of course. And so you see people like Sean Spicer, right? He had literally the same role, and he literally is doing the same thing where he's on Dancing with the Stars now. But before that, he used to just make regular appearances on like Fox News or CNN, wherever the fuck it is. And it's like a revolving door of just like circle jerking of like, oh hey, did you used to work at the White House or did you used to have any sort of access to anything? Yeah. All right, come on our show. Even though you sound like a complete fucking idiot, we're gonna bring you on here as an expert, even though you literally don't know anything.
You don't know shit, but our fans know your face, so they're gonna tune in.
And that's what all TV is.
But yo, shout out to her though. She got low.
Yeah, she really did. Hey.
Unscathed too. Holy
so far.
So far.
Yeah.
But shout out to her.
Yeah,
smart. You gotta.
Yeah. I would give her an air horn, but I don't. That's a get.
Let's not do that. But here's what we've learned from her.
Yeah,
your exit strategy needs to be air fucking tight.
Yeah.
What did De Niro say in Heat? He's like, if you can't drop everything and go when the heat is on, fuck, I wish I had the exact words.
Yeah.
But that's what she did. She was like, the heat is on.
Yeah,
I've got to drop everything and go.
All right. So we have on Netflix coming out as well. A special de Natal Porta des Fuegos. And then we have Jack Whitehall Christmas with My Father. And then, of course, we have the, I'm sure, highly anticipated film for Rain, Six Underground with what's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Which is just another Michael Bay. I think the exact quote from Ryan Reynolds was, "This movie is it's action on action on action on action," which is very.
It's just going to be extreme camera angles.
Yeah, and just explosions all over the fucking place. None of it makes any sense, but it's okay. All right, and then so for my throwback pick for the streaming platforms coming out on Netflix is the film It Comes at Night. The reason why I highlighted it is because it's another A24 film, but it's sort of like a kind of like a horror movie kind of situation. I wanted to watch it when it first came out in theaters, but I didn't get an opportunity to. So I'm glad it came out on Netflix now, so that I can take a gander.
Question:
Yo,
who's the better Ryan? Ryan Reynolds or Ryan Gosling?
Reynolds. I believe that it depends on what you mean by
Ryan
better.
Gosling gave us A Place Beyond the Pines.
That's what I'm saying. It depends.
Drive,
it depends on what you mean by better.
Let's not get into the details. Just very surface level conversation.
No, that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you're saying. If you're saying who in life, I might have to go with Ryan Reynolds. He's got Blake Lively. She's not bad. She's not bad.
She is a tier 1 baddie.
So if you're saying life, I might have to go with Ryan Reynolds. Plus, he's Deadpool. You know, he's got the swag. You know, he's cool.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
Good looking, funny.
If you're talking about career, I might have to go Gosling. He's had a number of movies that I'm just like, this is fantastic. Blue Velvet. Or not Blue Velvet. Blue Valentine, I think was the movie.
Yeah, Blue
with
Valentine.
With what's her name? Michelle Williams. Yeah, Michelle Williams.
Mm-hmm. La La Land. Place Beyond the Pines I thought it was a phenomenal film.
Yeah,
I really liked him in Drive too. Like, you know, he can play that, you know, darker tough guy role.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd have to go with Gosling.
They should just fucking. Do you remember when Goku and Vegeta they did the dance?
The fusion.
They fused. Yeah, they should just do that. It'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, you have a Deadpool driver, or what's his most famous role? Gosling.
The Notebook.
A sensitive Deadpool, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking unstoppable.
Deadpool who builds houses.
Blue shutters. But hold on. In the Notebook, that fucking house.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the property value must be through the roof now. It was by the lake.
No, that was
square footage in that house was
Louisiana.
incredible.
That was in Louisiana that he built it.
Yeah,
nah, that's underground now.
No,
come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Katrina came through and wrecked that.
Katrina was like, "Oh, damn, you built her that house? You remembered the blue shutters?
Sad day.
That shit's gone.
Yeah.
State Farm is not going to cover that shit.
No, absolutely not. State Farm's going to be like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
No, I'll tell you. Did she leave you? That's what the insurance agent said on the phone. So we're not gonna be able to cover this.
Yeah, you still with her?
Beautiful story, by the way. You built that. Are you still with her? No. Okay.
Damn. Sad day. Click.
Well, we're gonna close this inquiry now.
We're gonna close this inquiry. All right. So let's jump into some next.